Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
Time to take a coding break. Welcome back to the Coding Break Podcast. I am your coding coach, Tam Talk, here to talk all things medical coding related. So I know I keep coming on here and apologizing for being inconsistent, but I'm consistent because I'm consistently being inconsistent. It's a code thing, figure it out. But nonetheless, I'm back. And so on today's episode, I want to talk about the requirements for coding and learning how to pivot in coding. I think I've talked about this before, but it keeps coming up, and I keep encouraging individuals, especially like students and clients, to learn how to pivot and to take your seed and run with it. Not just so much with coding per se. Although we're talking about coding, this can be any skill set. It can be something that you learn on the job, whether that is, I'm going to say, whether that is nursing, whether that is human resources, whatever that case may be for you, whatever your experience, whatever your skill set is, take it, learn it, gain the experience, and then learn to pivot, learn to create, to plant that seed to create multiple seeds, right? When I say multiple seeds, it could be multiple seeds of purpose, multiple seeds of income. Because here's the thing, and I strongly believe, like, wherever that purpose is or your purpose lies, all the blessings that come with it, whether that, let's say, monetary or influence, whatever, all that is going to follow. So I encourage you to take your skill set or take your seed and to plant it and to pivot, to allow it to grow into multiple things, right? We heard the story about peanuts, right? And how peanuts are used for various things, right? Various things like from peanut butter to it's something else. Y'all gonna make me critically think. Well, I'm not gonna critically think. I just know that peanuts are used for multiple resources and reasons, and the things that they were used for, those things are major, right, in our culture and our society today. So take, again, whatever your skill set is and look at it as a seed. And then you take that seed, you plant it, you grow it, you nurture it, and keep in mind, it will take time. And then once you gain the experience and you're planting and you see it's growing, then you need to start planting those seeds from that and create another plant or another revenue or another stream of income, another purpose or what have you, right? And so, and you do that, and I keep saying it will take time. It will take time. It will take time. Nothing grows overnight. It takes time for the things of God, the things of purpose to grow, to evolve. It's just like gardening. It's just like planting. It takes time. No one is, what's the word? Yeah, we see about people going viral. We see about people taking off. We don't know. Just because you go viral doesn't mean that you're going to be like financially, you're going to be a millionaire, a billionaire, or a thousandaire overnight. It just means that you're getting more attention. You're getting more eyes on you. And so you have to keep that up, right? But if you take your time and you plant the seeds and you plant it and you water it and you nurture it and you grow it, then it will grow into something. You will start seeing it will take roots. You will start seeing the flowers. You will start seeing the leaves. You will start seeing it evolve or grow. Then you take the seeds from that, and then you plant something else, and then the same process. It's in the Bible, guys. It's in the Bible. Like, God gives us talents, right? He gives us each a talent. He may give us more talents, others more talents, or what have you. And then, honestly, when I read that, the more talents is maybe the person who had the seed, and then they created multiple talents, right? And so, and they flourish. So you have to look at it that way, that we all have something. We all have something to offer. We all have something to offer. And I repeat that. We all have something to offer. In this case, because this is a medical coding podcast, we're talking about medical coding. We all have a skill set. We all have a different perspective as it relates to medical coding, right? I just share my perspective, right? Your perspective may be totally different from mine, and that's okay. You can share your perspective because other individuals may like your perspective more than they like mine, and that's okay. Maybe they can learn from your perspective more than they can learn from mine, and that's okay. And I encourage individuals, especially students, if you're on a journey where you're learning, studying to become a medical coder, that you start vlogging, blogging, content your journey. Start doing that, because that is going to gain attention. People can see you go through the process, and you can see for yourself the process that you've gone through. And as you go through the process, and it will motivate you. It will encourage you to keep going. It will motivate and encourage other people to keep going, right? Or to pursue it, or pursue their goals, whether that's medical coding or whether that's whatever it is that they're trying to pursue. And you do that. Like, I did that when I was in law school. I started blogging, right? Like, different things that I did, like how I spent money, how I budgeted money to buy groceries, how I budgeted money to pay bills, just different things, what I studied, how I studied, how my grades turn out, like, lifestyle, like traveling, all those things, what I did and what it did, it gave me an outlet from reading. I don't want to call it dense. It gave me an outlet from focusing on law, but it gave me an outlet of lifestyle, right? Where I can be creative. And then the same with coding. Yes, because coding is it's very coding. But when you start creating content and putting your own spin on it, then it allows for others to see the journey, and actually allows them to see how long it may take, right? It's not something that happens overnight. Like, you have to put in the work. It shows others that work has to be put in. It shows you that work has to be put in, but it also gives you that outlet to be creative, to tap into your creativity, and perhaps start monetizing off of that. So while you're learning or training to prepare for a career, you've started another stream of income, right? Through vlogging, through blogging, through content creation, through influencer, whatever that case may be. And then, you start doing that. And for example, let's say you shop at, I'm going to say Walmart, because I am a Walmart partner. You start shopping at Walmart, right? And guess what? You become a partner with them, whether that's an affiliate or they start sponsoring your content because you shop there, right? So that's another stream of income. That's more income. So you start picking up all these different things, income streams along the way. And then you become a coder. So that's another, there you go. You've reached your goal. And in the process, you've developed other skill set, whether again with content creation, you're learning how to public speak, you're learning how to video edit, you're learning how to communicate via podcast. You're learning all these different skills as you're in pursuit of your goal to become a medical coder, or whatever that goal is for you. Use all your resources. To me, like creating content, creating a podcast, creating a blog, that is fun to me. That is my creative outlet, right? Because no one's going to do it like me. No one's going to have my perspective. No one's going to walk that journey like I walk my journey, right? And so that's why I encourage you, if you are in pursuit of, again, a medical coding, start creating your content, especially if you have started taking classes. Start creating your content, right? It doesn't have to look like mine. It can look like however you want it to look like. Like for me, I started with, I worked as a coder. I have experience. I've trained on the job, trained during webinars and stuff on the job, like the ones that work with me or work for me. So I, train them, right? Like through webinars or meetings. And then, of course, I used to volunteer with community coding things, and that got me more exposure, more rehearsal, so to speak. And then, so then I actually, spoke somewhere, and then I took, again, my presentation and used as my outline to write a book, right? A guide for coders who are struggling with certain things, operative reports or whatever. And then it kind of went from there, podcast, and it just kept going and kept going and kept going, right? So the same thing can happen for you. It's just going to happen from your perspective, your journey, your goal. And so again, this is something I felt like I've talked about before, whether through my YouTube channel, my podcast, or on like the other platforms, TikTok, Facebook. I've talked about it before, and I'm going to continue to talk about it, again, as a way of encouraging individuals to pursue their goals, to start somewhere. You don't have to wait until you become a coder to start creating content. Content your journey through studying, content your journey in pursuit of that goal. And you'd be surprised what you'll find. You may find out that, you may not really want to be a coder. You may want to be an editor. You want to be a content creator. You want to be an influencer. You want to be an affiliate marketer. You want to be whatever it is that but because you've developed those skills along the way. And so that's what I have. So again, this is your reminder to start today. So that's all that I have for the Coding Break podcast. As always, it's a break. It's not going to be too long. It's just a break. So until next time, again, if you haven't, go ahead and get my book. My books, actually, there's 3 books. The first one is Learning How to Dissect an Operative Report, which is how to get away with surgical coding. The next one is really understanding what's required to work as a remote coder. And then I have an ebook where I'm spelling out all those different ways of different streams of income that you can create as a medical coder. And all these books are physical books as well as digital books, ebooks. You can download them. So go to Amazon and look up, my name, or you look up medical coding and they'll pop up. But that's all that I have for today. And as always, remember to be blessed, don't stress, and to code on. Until next time, toodles.